Hello everyone, and welcome. We have a very important topic today. We're discussing the real reason why you feel like you don't fit in. And I was actually planning on talking about something else today, but it really hit me that this is something that we need to discuss because I hear this coming from a lot of people, and I think that a lot of people are very confused as to why they have this feeling. And the problem is that since you're mocked, you're trolled, you're ostracized, it often feels like a negative thing. And if you look up videos about this on YouTube or something, or try and get help on this, it's going to be people trying to tell you how you can fit in, how to fit in with society, how to make friends, and all these sort of things. Well, I'm here to tell you that the reason that you feel like you don't fit in is actually a good thing. It's an incredibly positive thing. You see, this world is a very sick place. It's a backwards place. It's a disgusting place. So why would you want to fit in with something like that? Why would you want to fit in with something that is broken? I mean, you would have to be broken too to fit into something like that. You see, you feel like you don't fit in because you're different. Obviously, you're different. But the problem is this world is a factory for churning out clones and drones, all set on the default factory setting to carry out a certain life pattern. But you aren't part of that factory. You aren't one of the factory models, and you aren't built for following out that default pattern. And because of that, this world looks at you like you're crazy. But of course, it's not you that it's crazy. It's that this is a crazy world. And when the world is a mental asylum, it's those who are sane that will be thought of as crazy. So the whole point of what we're going to be talking about today is discussing the different reasons why you feel like you don't fit in and how it's not a good thing, and that you don't need to how that it is a good thing. It is a good thing that you don't fit in, and you don't need to try and break yourself to try and fit. No. Rather, it's about understanding that you don't like this world, and you don't fit in with this world, because we are here to create a new world. You see, the true pioneers and trailblazers, they aren't satisfied with how the world is. If you were satisfied with how the world is, nothing would ever change. It would all stay the same. It would be stagnant and unmoving. But on the contrary, we are not satisfied with how the world is. We have the eyes to see. And so we will be the trailblazers on the front lines, carving a path for a new world. We aren't happy with this time because we were built for another time. We were built for a future time. This world is old. It's in the past. But we're built for the future. But the future isn't here yet. That's because it's our goal. It's our mission to create that future. And we have a lot that we're going to talk about today. And this is a really important topic because this can lead to a lot of issues, right? You can feel very bad about yourself. It can even lead to social anxiety. It can lead to loneliness. It can lead to depression. Because this world is constantly trying to drag you down and tell you that something is wrong with you, when something isn't wrong with you. Something is wrong with the world. Something is wrong with society. But because it's flipped and inverted, suddenly you feel like something's wrong with you. But it's not. It's not. It's that you have a higher perspective. You have a higher calling, a higher purpose, here to transform the world from the hell that it is into something beautiful and something new. And the problem is that right now we don't have that society. We don't have that culture that's built for us. But that's why we're building a new culture right here and right now. That's what the Hyperion community is all about. It's about building that new culture right here and right now for us. Because many of us don't have those groups to be with. There's all these little tribes or little miniature cultures, but we don't fit in with those. There's always something missing. Their reality tunnels are limited, and we can see that. And you'll notice people who find us come from a variety of backgrounds, right? They might come from a scientific background. They might come from a philosophy background. They might come from a spiritual background. They might come from a religious background. They might come from an occult background. They might come from an artistic background. All these different backgrounds, right, are very varied within Hyperionism. Very varied within our community. But what is the common thread, the common theme that is uniting us together is that all the different sort of subcultures that were offered to us weren't enough. Maybe you were part of the scientific community, but you saw the cracks in it. You saw the cracks in materialism. You saw that there was something wrong. There wasn't something quite there. You saw a crack in the reality tunnel. Maybe you were part of the spiritual community, but you saw there was something wrong there as well. You didn't quite fit. There was something off about it. Maybe you were part of the Buddhist community. Maybe you were part of an artistic community. Whatever community you were a part of, the common thread, the common theme is that there's something missing. It's not enough. And so you're always that outlier. But it's not a bad thing. It's not because you're broken. It's because you see more. It's you see more than what those in that community do. It's not sufficient. It's not enough. Leonardo da Vinci said that learn how to see, realize that everything connects to everything else. And we are those who know how to see. And that's why we have this new community that's not fractured, right? It's not fractured. It's not, all these other sub-communities are very fractured. We incorporate all of them together, but on a higher plane. You see, our community, Hyperionism, isn't just for artists, or it's not just for spiritualists, or it's not just for philosophers. No, it's for all, but those who have the eyes to see that there's something more, that it all connects together. Like that quote, learn how to see how everything connects to everything else. That art, philosophy, science, spirituality, all these things aren't enough because there is something higher that synthesizes them all together that goes above and beyond. All these little pieces, these fractured, these tiny partial reality tunnels aren't enough. It all is a grand interconnecting web that connects together. But the thing is, we feel like we don't fit into communities, and the reason why that is because we are here to create a new community, a higher conscious community, a community set on logic and reason and stepping into an Abraxian consciousness. We have so much to talk about, I don't even know where to begin, but one of the things that I want to say about this is that this can make you feel very isolated. It can make you feel like that there is something wrong with you, and it can lead to social anxiety and depression and loneliness because you feel very ostracized. And the important thing to remember is that there is nothing wrong with you. There is nothing wrong with you. You are simply built for another time. You are a trailblazer, and trailblazers are always looked at very strange. Friedrich Nietzsche said, and those who were seen dancing were thought to be insane by those who could not hear the music. That's very often. We are the ones that can hear the music. We are the dancers that are mocked because they can't hear the music, but we can. We can hear the Pythagorean music of the spheres. But as I was saying, this can lead you to feel like you're insane if you're not aware of this. This is why I want to tell you, we see you. We see you. And we can hear the music as well. And we know that you're not insane. And this is what this community is. It's about shooting up those flares in the sky, saying, here we are. gather together. We are building this new community right here and right now. We're the only ones, guys. It's us. This is us. We are the trailblazers for that new world. It's right here. It's right now. So don't feel too down. Feel excited. Feel empowered, because you are a part of history in the making. You are part of planting the seeds for a new world, for a new future. Now, one thing that I want to say that's sort of interesting about this is that, again, it can feel very, very strange. I am very comfortable public speaking, right? I can go up on stage and do a performance, whatever, that's fine. But when I'm in, say, one-on-one situations or small group settings, when it's people that are sort of part of the normal world, the average world, the mundane world, it's sad that we call it normal. It's very, I feel very odd, and it's not because I'm, people say like social anxiety, like, oh, I'm like, it's almost like you're afraid. It's not that, for me at least, it's not that I'm afraid. It's that I don't have the ability to understand how to interact with people who are in that world, because it's hard for me to know how, like, what are things that people talk about. So it's very interesting, just to give you guys kind of an idea. If I'm in a setting like this, it's almost like I have to run a human program. And so I run this like human simulation, being like, oh, okay, what is it that people talk about? I guess Netflix, or what's popular music, or, so I can't just say what I'm thinking, because they wouldn't understand, right? The things that we think about, the average person, the things that we think about all day, every day, the average person never even reflects on for a moment. So it can be very difficult, because you can't just start talking about these things. I mean, you can if you want. I mean, I highly encourage that you do. You'll open people's mind. But there are certain times where it just may not be appropriate. So it's almost like I have to run this sort of human simulation, being like, what would a person talk about? And so, it's almost like it's not just moving freely. You're running this human simulation, and then it's like, oh no, it's been too long. They've said something. I'm supposed to say something now. Quick, what's a pop culture reference? And you ever see that meme where it's an older guy dressed up as a high schooler, and he's like trying to pretend he's a kid, and it says like, hello fellow kids. That's how I often feel. It's like, hello fellow humans, as you're trying to sort of figure out how they interact. That's my experience. Yeah, so here's the meme that I'm talking about. This guy's going, how do you do, fellow kids? I don't even know what this is from, but he's obviously, he's trying to pretend that he's fitting in. That's how I feel dealing with the general population. How do you do, fellow humans? Which can be, again, but the thing to remember is that there's not something wrong with you. There is an issue with the world. And so you should never feel like that there is. So, yeah, She-Wolf says persona. It is. It's that persona that is created to try and interact in the world. But the thing is, we always must remember that we are not our personas. And we realize that. That's why we feel very strange wearing that fake mask, because we know it's a fake mask. But many people identify with, they think that they are that fake mask. They don't understand that there's something more. We understand that we are something more. Not only do we know that we're not that fake persona, but we know that we're not the ego either. And we know that we have the monadic perspective. We have the higher self perspective. So we are many steps removed. The idea to remember is that, look, I want you to know that we yearn for a community. We yearn from a community. We need others. Now, I want you to remember our different perspectives, right? Avatar, monadic, and Abraxian. From the monadic perspective, you are complete. You are an eternal, individual, eternal mind. You are complete. You aren't missing anything, right? You are a system of a complete set of mathematics. However, from the Abraxian perspective, the perspective of all of us taken together as one, we need each other. We need that community because we are created. I'm sorry, we're not created, but our purpose is for actualizing ourselves and actualizing the collective. That's what we do. That is what is embedded in our coding, to actualize ourselves and actualize the collective. So as individuals, we are complete, and we are working on optimizing ourselves. We don't need anything external as individuals. But from the collective perspective, from the Abraxian perspective, yes, we are that one mind that's coming to know itself through itself, and we are all nodes, and we yearn for that community, and we yearn to build those connections. It's literally embedded within us to want to build connections. It's like neurons in the brain that want to connect and work together so that the brain can come online, so to speak. And in an analogous way, that's what we yearn for. So I want you to think of us kind of like puzzle pieces. And we feel very lonely because puzzle pieces have holes. And we have that sort of empty feeling. Why do we have that empty feeling? Because we want a community. We want to be able to have that interaction with others where we are vibing with each other, we're on the same frequency, and we're evolving and growing and learning together. The philosopher Hegel said we all yearn for recognition. And what does he mean by recognition? Well, we all yearn for recognition by me looking at you and seeing myself reflected in you as the universe. And we all reflect into each other and see each other for who we really are. And that's why we feel that emptiness and loneliness, because we don't get that recognition from others. Other people just see us as bodies. That's it. But when we all yearn for recognition, but we don't get that recognition from this world. We need that recognition, me reflecting into you and you reflecting into me and all of us reflecting into each other like a grand hall of mirrors and getting that recognition. I am you, you are me, we are each other, we are the universe, we are reality, and let's be on this journey together. Let's build a new world together. Let's fly higher than others together. Let's see the world for what it is. That's another amazing quote by Nietzsche. What is that quote? The higher we soar, the smaller we appear to those who cannot fly. The higher we soar, the smaller we appear to those who cannot fly. We seem very small and strange and weird to those who cannot fly, but to us we're ascending to new heights, and we see things that others cannot see. And again, we yearn for that recognition. So we're like those puzzle pieces, but we don't fit into the puzzle of the world today because they don't offer that recognition. The recognition, that reflection that we yearn for. We don't get that in the puzzle of today's society. We only get that by connecting with others who also have that mindset, because they lack the capability. The world can't give us that recognition because it doesn't see it. They're blind. They don't see the you reflected in me and the universe reflected in you and each other. They don't see that, so they can't provide the recognition, so we don't get satisfied. And we always feel very, very strange. And that's why it is like we are these puzzle pieces, and we're yearning for these pieces to connect together into something higher. And that feeling, that emptiness, it's not Jesus, it's not nothing can, it's not religion, it's not money, it's not, no. What that is us being these beings who are embedded with purpose for individual actualization and collective actualization, but unable to get that today in this world. And this is why this community is so important, because we are building that right here and right now. This is it. This is where it's at. There's no other community that offers this. We are the ones that have the eyes to see and thus can offer that recognition. and we can actually look and reflect into one another. Finally, this is here. This is why we are literally a new step of evolution. We are a new plane of consciousness right here and right now. We are the pioneers. So don't feel negative. Don't feel bad. Don't feel ostracized. Feel excited. Feel empowered, and realize that you are a part of history in the making. You are a part of building that community. You are one of those that have seen, this world doesn't offer what I want. So I'm going to be a trailblazer, and we are the trailblazers, and we are building that new city, that new kingdom, where we can finally have a world that offers that true recognition on that level of consciousness, that Abraxian level of consciousness. So the world, so here's the thing. The world puts us in these patterns for us to follow out. Again, it's like a factory setting. It's a factory model. It's a factory producing clones and drones, and everyone has the same pattern. It's, go to school, get married, have kids, have barbecues on the weekend, and then die. And it's this pattern that everyone follows out. And you're looked at very, very strange if you deviate from that pattern, or you want a different pattern, or you at least want something more. There's nothing wrong with doing those things, of course, but you must go higher than that and do more than that. When most people, that's all they ever do, and they live out these pre-programmed lives and everyone is living the same pre-packaged life. They're all following the same pattern. We, however, break from that pattern, which is why we are looked at as something strange. We are outliers. In mathematics, this is known as being an outlier. What is an outlier? Here is a real simple example. If you take a look at this graph, you can see all the points following along this line, and then you have the outlier that's not. It's deviating from the pattern. And here you can see you can consider this a life trajectory. Everyone following out the same prepackaged, mundane, factory model life. We, however, are the outliers. We break from that pattern. We don't follow the flock. And so we are looked at as something strange. We are looked at as outcasts, but outliers aren't something negative. See, what we are doing is we want to form something new, a pattern that offers so much more. We are autonomous individuals that are forging a new way, and that's why we are looked at as something strange. And what we're doing is we are planting seeds for a new future. We are planting seeds for a new world. And those of you that have found us, it's highly likely that in a past life that seeds were planted in your life. Maybe you came across material, right? Maybe you came across esoteric material or philosophical material, or someone introduced you to certain things, and that seed was planted in you in a past life, and now in the life that you're living now, you have found us and you've come across this material, and it reawakens something in you. And it can often feel like, instead of learning something new, that you're remembering. It can feel like you're remembering, that it's awakening something in you that has always been there, but has just been dormant. The philosopher Plato thought that all learning was really just remembering. And so you are finding this material, and it feels like this awakening, and it feels like this something dormant has become alive. And what I really want you guys to understand about this, and how exciting this is that what we are doing right now is going out and planting the seeds for the future. We are planting seeds for a new world, to awaken in others that feeling that you have, right? That was ideas that were originally dormant in you but became awakened. And we are here planting seeds. We are planting seeds for a new world right here and right now. And that's why I want you guys to really transmute. If you feel like you don't fit in, if you feel isolated, if you feel like an outcast, switch that perspective and get excited and realize you aren't an outcast, you are an outlier with us The other outliers forging a new path and a new way forward, planting new seeds for a new world and a new consciousness, so the world may step into that Abraxian consciousness. Ryan Morgan says, I've had a therapist tell me that I was born during the wrong time because of how I feel about this shitty world. It's not that you were born into a wrong time, my friend. It was that you're here to create a new time. You're here to help us step into the future. Yes, this is a shitty world and a shitty time, but we are the shapers of the future. We are the ones who will forge a new future. Imagine if we weren't here. Imagine if we weren't here to do this. The world would be fucked. We are here who see that, if no one sees how shitty the world is, it will remain a shit stain. We are here to clean this place up and build something beautiful, to transmute base metal into gold, into a shining diamond, into the glory of the cosmos. Kermidiu says, we came here right on time. Yes. That's precisely right. And I realize it can be a struggle and it can feel alienated. You can also often feel like a time traveler. Like you sort of feel like you're in an old time, in an old world. I get that feeling very often. I feel like I'm living in the past. Because in a certain sense, we are living in the past. Metaphorically speaking, of course. But we are living in an old, outdated time. That's why things can feel very sluggish, slow, obsolete, ineffective, because it's outdated, and we are here to bring in a new time. Crystal Sanborn, thank you for helping us wake up the world, says, thank you, Morgue, for creating this wonderful community. I finally feel as if I can relate to like minds. Yes, thank you for being a part of our community and helping it to grow. Thank you for helping us create this garden into something even more beautiful. Emery Crystal Thelen, thank you for helping us wake up the world, says, I always remember that statistical outliers affect the trend line more than the normal values. Haha. Very interesting. Very interesting. And I bet, looking at that pattern, you remember the outlier more as well. It stands out. It sticks out. It's something new. It's something different. It's not part of the old. And it's about embracing that, whereas the rest of the world makes fun of it because they don't understand it. But soon, they will be extinct. They will be left in the past. Chinoy says, I feel much better now. So happy to hear that. That's very true. CO says there is blood family and there is soul family. And blood family can often, not always, but often be a negative influence. Often your biological family doesn't see eye to eye with you and will try to change you, and they'll try to force you to fit that pattern. Oh, when are you getting married? Oh, how much money are you making? Oh, what do you why are you spending so much time reading and doing whatever it is that you do? How come you're not out at our barbecues or whatever, right? You can see that this is not always the case. If you have a supportive blood family, biological family, that's wonderful. But very often, very, very, very often, they can be a negative factor. But the soul family, very, very important point. Soul family, that's what we are. The monadic family, the soul family. And we are those puzzle pieces that are fitting together. And as those puzzle pieces fit together and we reflect into each other and see each other and have that mutual self-recognition, the universe awakens through us. That's the consciousness of the universe awakening. That's the Abraxian perspective. That's the awakening of the great I. That's the opening of the great I. That is us. That is what we are. We are here. We are it. We are the new consciousness for a new world. I know I get excited about this, but I want you guys to be excited about this. Don't let the world make you feel like shit when you are a diamond. This world treats diamonds like shit and shit like diamonds. You are a diamond. So shine and reflect with the rest of us. We will create a glittering diamond field. That interconnected diamond net. It's all reflecting into each other and creating something brilliant, something marvelous. Oh, thank you, Megan. Angel Wing says, I'm more than shine, I blaze. I love that attitude. I love that attitude. I'm more than shine, I blaze. Love it. I love that. Blaze. Blaze like a fiery star, a blazing star. Blaze through this world. Blaze through this world. Be a trailblazer for a new world. That's awesome. So Christopher says, I have an open-minded Christian believer friend that I've been showing her your videos and trying to help her understand. She has questions. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. And remember, you know, it's not that, like, we don't want to push our ideas on people, but if people are receptive, provide it, right? It's about presenting it, you know? That's what it's about. It's about going out and presenting it to people, and if they think, huh, that's interesting, tell me more, then tell me more. But if they just shut off, well, then fuck them. Don't cast pearls before those who won't appreciate it. But if you present it and they seem interested, then yeah, it's for those who have the eyes to see. Those who see, tell them more, get them interested. Let them know that we're here to create a new world. Let them know that they too can be a part of something new. That they don't have to be an outcast, that they're not an outcast. Soldier of Vanity will absolutely have something like that at some point. And guys, just a quick reminder, remember that we are having a supporters only secret live stream after this, where we're going to be taking a look at the first video I ever uploaded, and it's unlisted, it's private, so no one has seen it. No one has seen it, and it is cringy. It's actually... It's not what you think. It's not what you think either. So if you want to be a part of that, I am putting the link in the comments. So if you want to support, now is a great time to support, and you will be able to be a part of that. By the way, guys, I see so many. There are 300 of you on Facebook. Do me a favor. Please come on over to YouTube. The link is in the comments, or it's in the caption of the video. Come on over to YouTube and subscribe for two reasons. One, that's where I interact in the comments, and two, Facebook is extremely limiting to what I can post, so you're not seeing a lot of the things that I post. So Facebook is full of censorship, and it's a very difficult platform to post information on. So if you want to help this information get out there, come on over to YouTube and subscribe. Clive Faustin, thank you for helping us wake up the world. Gonna jump to the chat for a minute here. Devon Murray says, I came from Facebook. Welcome. Thank you for coming in. I'll shout you out if I see you come from Facebook and subscribe. Just let me know you did in the chat. Only One Master Shake, thank you for helping us wake up the world. I always love seeing you in the chats. Thank you, Morgue. You've helped me more than you could ever know, and the Hyperion philosophy has given me more than any other, and I've studied in my 49 years. Sending you much love and a huge mom hug for all you do. That's so nice. Thank you. You see, this community is so fucking awesome. I love this. Thank you. Thank you, because that really makes my day. And that's what I love about this, is that I'm putting out information that helps you, and then you're giving me feedback, and that helps me. So thank you. Things like that is why I do what I do. So thank you so much. That means a lot. I love that. Just really means a lot, to hear that this is helping you, throughout 49 years of study. And that's what I want. I want to be able to make this information available to those who need it, because I know so many people are hurting and feeling isolated and outcast, and I want to make that information available so people know that there's not something wrong with them. That's what I hate. I see these beautiful souls that are suffering, and they feel like that there's something wrong with them, but there's not anything wrong with you. There's something wrong with the world. Angela Wings, thank you for helping us wake up the world. And Nathan Costford, thank you for helping us wake up the world as well. Christine Why Not says, just came from Facebook to YouTube. Thank you so much. Welcome. It's a much better place over here. A lot less trolls and a lot less censorship. Welcome, Angel. A lot of people coming from Facebook. Awesome. Abby Star's Child says, let's get together and build our own social networking site. Thank you for helping us wake up the world, by the way. At some point, I would love to do that. Right now, it's not really possible, but at some point, I would love to do that. The reason why it's not really possible right now is because, look, these social networking platforms are not great. They're not great. But what they do is they allow us to transmit a message. There are many people who are searching that will find us because we have these social media platforms to transmit a message. If we created our own social networking site right now, well, it would be all of us, and we would be talking to each other, and that would be great. That would be great. But we would have no way of reaching people, other people outside of us. We would be isolated, cut off, and self-contained. And at some point, we may be able to create a new social networking site for us. But right now, the important thing is about transmitting the message. So we don't want to be isolated, self-contained, and cut off. We want to have that community, but also being able to broadcast the signal so we can have people who need to hear it receive it. So great idea, and I understand where you're coming from, but the important thing is being able to transmit that signal right now. So this is why social networking sites are important at the moment. Cynthia Keys and Misty, thank you for helping us wake up the world. Cynthia says, I am just hurt that there is so much wrong with the world, not me as such. Well, I completely understand that, and that's why we're working on changing it. Completely understand, Cynthia. Misty says, advice for someone living in a small, very religious-minded community, just under 400 people. I love rural life. Well, I feel you, my friend. I used to live in Montana, and I got out of there pretty quickly because of how close-minded it is. So I understand where you're coming from. But you say that you love rural life, so I would have said try and get out of there. But you like it. So I think what you're saying is you like the atmosphere, you just don't like the people. Well, when we are able, I know that most of us are under lockdown right now, but when we are able, what we should do is then work on building that Hyperion community. So then we can, hopefully at some point, get a Hyperion collective established out wherever, and perhaps you can help to establish that, perhaps, when we are able to do such things. Right now we just can't because of the pandemic. But that's exactly what it's about, right? So I would say get out of there, but if you can't get out of there, then at some point we need to create that physical Hyperion collectives to be able to connect. Right now we can't do that, so the best way to do it is through online, through the internet, through social media, connecting with like minds. Thank you to Tara, Angela, and Stillwaters for helping us wake up the world. Stillwater says every man and every woman is a star. Yes, I love that quote. That is from Aleister Crowley. Beautiful quote. I definitely don't agree with everything Crowley says, but he has some very poetic and beautiful ways of saying things. And I love every man and every woman is a star. So beautiful. I would simply change it to every person is a star to get rid of, the gender binary, but it's a beautiful thing to say. I love that. And let's see. Tara says, left Facebook several weeks ago because of censorship. Yes, I completely understand. It's very difficult. Remember, if you're on Facebook, guys, please come on over to YouTube, subscribe there so you can see my stuff. Have you thought about making the Hyperionism face mask? At some point I will. Right now I'm just strapped for time creating new videos. Live streams and regular videos combined, I'm doing about 4 videos a day. 4 videos a day. 4 videos a week. Can you imagine if I did 4 videos a day? 4 videos a week. And so that's really what's taking up my time right now. I'm really focusing on, while there's a lockdown and everything's going on, really focusing on broadcasting that message. So my focus is on creating right now. Welcome, M. Rodriguez. Kelly says, thank you for helping us wake up the world. So thankful that the signal reached me. Feels like I'm stuck in the middle of that mainstream nothingness and being awake. It's a hard place to be. Yes, absolutely. And I am so glad that the signal reached you. And that's why I say that it is important, right? Because if we were all closed off and disconnected, that signal would have never reached you. And that's why it is so important to be able to, this is why people say that, oh, I hate social media, and so I'm not going to use it. And I understand social media is toxic, but it's the tool that we have to get information out there. It's the tool that we have to get information out there. And without that tool, we wouldn't be able to broadcast our message. It's the medium for our waves to propagate. And so even though it's toxic, it is what we have to work with. It's the medium that we have available with us to get that out there. And so I'm so glad it reached you. And I want others to take note of that too, that's why we should not disconnect ourselves, but rather broadcast a message that's different. Right? We're all about broadcasting that message. And that's what becoming a living archetype is all about. Zach Button, thank you for helping us wake up the world. And Trina Marie, thank you so much, Trina. So nice to see you for helping us wake up the world as well. Thank you for everyone for the super chats. That's how I'm able to do what I do. It means the world to me. And make sure you smash that like button as well. And once again, if you're from Facebook, come on over. Let me know you are in the chat and I'll shout you out. Ellen says YouTube has started censoring a lot too now. Yeah, I understand. It has. It's just less than Facebook. So it's all really, really difficult. And that's why I am so happy to have your guys' support. Because social media is incredibly hard to work with. They don't like what I have to say. If I was if I was just making videos about playing Minecraft or something, oh my god, I could blow up. But no, I'm not here to contribute to the noise of this world. We're here to broadcast a new song. That's what we are. We are broadcasting that song. And then you hear, those who were seen dancing were thought insane to those who could not hear the music. We are the ones broadcasting that song so others may join us in our dance. And those people who think we're insane, fuck them. Because they're really the insane ones. They'd rather listen to noise and static, because through the noise and static that they're listening to, they can't hear the purest of music. They're deaf to the music of the spheres because they just have constant static ringing in their ears. Welcome to everyone from Facebook. KN from Facebook. Well, yeah, that is true. Cindy says you are blowing up now. That is true. We are growing really fast. It was a couple months ago we reached 100,000 subscribers. Now we're doing hashtag MMM, Million Monad March, to reach 1 million. So yes, we are blowing up. But what I want you guys to know is we are blowing up despite the obstacles and adversity that we face, right? And it's because, why? It's because that we are a strong and resilient community. It's because of your strength. It's because of our strength together that we are able to blow up despite the odds being stacked against us. We are the trailblazers, and we have that machete, and we're having to chop through the vines. But everyone is helping out, and that's why we're able to do it, and we're able to blaze through. I love that hashtag MMM. You guys are fucking awesome. Zach Button, thank you for helping us wake up the world. Says, I'm coming into realization that there's not something wrong with me and I'm different for a reason. Yes, this has allowed me to confront and integrate parts of my shadow. Yes, your content has been incredibly helpful for that. Thank you. You're very welcome, and you're spot on, and you're on point, and I love that you're seeing that. Yes, there's not something wrong with you. You are different for a reason. You are that outlier here to create a new pattern, and I love that it has also opened your mind to confront and integrate your shadow, because everyone else is ignoring their shadow, and it's contributing to shadow projection, which is rampant in the world today. So as we all integrate, the world will integrate, because we are nodes of the world, and so important. So really happy to hear that. That's a fantastic comment. Someone says, my shadow shedding skin, Tool. Yes, I think that's a lyric from Tool. Tool has beautiful lyrics. I love... Maynard is an amazing lyricist. We have a lot of Hyperions in Southern California. That's why California needs to get its shit together. All of America needs to get its shit together with this pandemic so that we can create these Hyperion meetups and collectives. Paul Hunt, thank you for helping us wake up the world. You have unlocked loyalty badges. John says we need more drunk Bible readings. We'll do another drunk Bible reading soon. We'll do one this month, all right? I mean, well, unless something crazy happens, I would love to be able to do one this month. Another drunk Bible reading. That sounds fun to me. Awesome to hear it, Jess. Okay, remember guys, we are having a secret patrons only live stream after this. We're going to take a look at one of the first videos. No, not one of, the first video that I ever published on YouTube, but it's unlisted and it's private. So that's what we're going to look at, and it's cringy. I haven't seen it in years, and it's not what you guys think. It's something. It's interesting. It's interesting. I haven't seen it in years. I don't want to spoil it, but I'll put the link in the comments right now. If you're thinking about supporting, that's the best way to do it, through Patreon, and you're going to be part of our secret live stream that's happening in just a few minutes. And we're going to be, like I said, we're going to be taking a look at the very first video that I have ever published, and it's unlisted. I see some people on Facebook saying, you're not answering my question. Guys, I interact only on the YouTube chat. Only on YouTube. If you're on Facebook, there's 300 of you on Facebook. Please come on over to YouTube and interact in the chat. That's where I will be. Thank you so much, Spectra Amunari, for helping us wake up the world. That's a very good question, but I'll have to do a video on that at some point, because we are going to be wrapping up very soon. David, hello, David. Thank you so much. David, you're awesome. David says, walking down the path of this life I lead in recent time, I stopped looking us in amazement and admiration of the nature and laws of the universe. I began to look for other things. David, you are awesome. Thank you so much. Ellen, thank you for helping us wake up the world. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. There's just so many awesome comments. Thank you so much, David. You guys, I see you guys are already... Look it, we all know you, David. And so people are already sending you Omega Spheres in the chat. Let's... Omega Spheres in the chat for David. These are for you, David. Thank you for being awesome. I'm glad you were able to make it to today's chat. For those who don't know, David is the Hyperion Mr. Beast. He comes in, drops some big super chats all the time. Diana says, we love David. Yeah, yeah. And thank you, Ellen, for helping us wake up the world. Look at all those. Yes, look at all those Omega Spheres. All those Omega Spheres for David. Yeah, Macy says, yay, David. Yeah, we know you here, David. Alright, guys. We are about to do the supporters only live chat. So, now's a great time to support. It's going to be happening very, very soon. David, my God! Did you just see what I mean? For those of you who don't know, that's why David is the Hyperion Mr. Beast. Greetings, Morgan community. Love to see you all. Glad to be here with all you beautiful people. By the way, for the fun of it and as respect, I sent you a graphic in your IG messages. Hope you like it. Oh, I'll have to check it out. I'll check my Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, you should. It's just at MorgueOfficial. Not, I know you are, David. Just saying this out there for others. Thank you, God damn, David. God damn. Dropping those super chats. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Where's party lights? Just got party lights going for David. It's kind of bright in here today because there's actually sunlight out, so I don't know if you can really see the party lights. But we've got party lights going for David. Yeah, there we go. My God, look at all those Omega Spheres. They just keep going for David. Okay, my friends, we're about to have the supporters only secret live stream. If you want to be there, I already dropped the link in the comments, so make sure you check it out. And that's what we'll be doing. We're going to be taking a look at the first video I ever published. But the main thing I want you guys to remember, and why it's so important, and why I put this information out there, is because I see so many people that feel like shit when really they're not. They're diamonds. This world just takes shit for diamonds. This world calls diamonds shit and calls shit diamonds. So I want you guys to know, who feel like that there's something wrong with you. There is nothing wrong with you. There is nothing wrong with you. There is something wrong with the world. And you feel like you don't fit in because you are here to create something new. We are here to be those trailblazers, to plant the seeds for the new world, to put that signal out there. And I hope that you can see, even just from all the comments that I've read today, how many people we are reaching and we are bringing to us, and how fast we are growing. So help us move forward even faster. Help us grow even faster. Help us call those to us who feel like they're shit and say, no, you are not shit. You are a diamond. And here is the community for you, where we can reflect into each other and create a beautiful, brilliant, shining new world. So let's go out there. Let's do it. Let's change this world. Let's shake this world. Let's create something higher, something beautiful, something brilliant. So good to see you, my friends. And I was about to sign off, and I'm looking at the chat, and David is just continuing to drop super chats. My God, David, thank you so much. Fuck, this is why we call David the Hyperion Mr. Beast. So I'm about to sign out, but before we do, let's do some signs of new terra for David. And as we do the sign of new terra for David, big shout out to all the supporters today. Big shout out for David, of course. And who else were some notable? All you guys are awesome. But someone else dropped a big super chat today. Who is it? I want to shout them out. Was it Hope Bar? And so many other ones too. Who else? So many of you guys. Thank you all for your support. That's how I'm able to do what you do. What I do. Big shout out to our moderators for keeping this a beautiful and brilliant community. Shout out to all you who just like, share, and subscribe. For watching this video, subscribing to this channel. You are helping get this information out there. So big shout out to everyone who supports through likes and sharing, subscribing. Means the world to me. And thank you. Thank you all so much. I'll see you all very, very soon. Remember, we have a Monday book reading coming out very soon. A live stream on Monday. Make sure you're there for our Monday live stream. I'll see you all in the secret stream. My name is Morgue, and just once again, so happy to be building this community with you. Be excited about this journey of being a part of history and creating a new world. Ad Astra, to the stars.